Ladies and gentlemen, you have now entered the precipice of greatness. Welcome to Live from the Bench with JQ.
You sure look like a master to me.
And Boulevard.
I want to hear about this, homie.
So forget about it, cuz.
Round 1, fight.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy GQ, and I'm here with Boulevard, Big B. And we're here to give you another great episode.
What's good, everybody?
We just watched the Eagles collapse again. We can point some fingers because we're still pointing fingers at the same people, just a different intensity.
Yes. I mean, I'm just going. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm going to call it pointing the fingers. I don't know if I'm blaming anyone. Well, I mean, this game you can definitely point fingers, but it's just getting tiresome. It's constantly having to say this person was fucking up, this person was fucking up, this wasn't working, this wasn't working. That shit is getting just.
It was just everybody was fucking up.
Yeah, I'm just tired of needing to complain. This team. It shouldn't be like this.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of not pointing fingers because I do what I do at the beginning of every episode, and I tell you all the ass of the week. And this week's ass of the week is the person who looked like utter incomplete garbage this week, Mr. Jalen Hurts. Now, I don't have his stats, but I know he had five turnovers, 2 of which were in the same play.
Threw
an interception.
He
threw an interception and recovered and then they forced a fumble on that interception. He recovered the fumble and then fumbled. So 2 turnovers in one play.
And
that's why he's my ass of the week.
Sports Bureau. That is the first time a quarterback had 2 turnovers on the same play since they've been taking stats. First player to commit 2 turnovers on the same play dating back to 1978.
That's insane to me.
So this goes back to before I existed.
Yeah.
And nobody's ever done that before. I feel like that's kind of strange that that's never happened, but that's what they say. That's what they do. So they're the stat people. If they say it, it's true. Jalen Hurts made history. All the wrong kind of history. And those stats you was looking for? Brace yourself. 21 of 40. 21 of 40. For 240. 4 interceptions.
No.
That's not even including the fumble. I mean, that's 5.
Right. So here's a number that makes me wonder, like that he was only sacked 1 time.
It's insane. It's really strange. To me, it seemed like everybody else was doing their job. And if he had at least competent play, it would have been a breeze. It wouldn't have been what it was. It wouldn't have been 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. Like, it wouldn't have been that.
So, because yes, I blame him for the turnovers, but I have to ask the question: what do you believe that this is enough to take the heat off of Patullo?
I guess it buys him a week of grace. I mean, he's not the person everybody's piling on this week. Some people so, because it's become status quo to point the finger at Patullo at this point. but he
I
does
I
deserve.
still I still point the finger at Patullo because there was no reason. Because in this game, Saquon Barkley should have had 35 carries, or they should have had Bigsby more involved. That's just why I still point the fingers because there's no reason that Jalen Hurts should have thrown 40 passes with the game that close. He shouldn't have had 30 passes.
No, the way the game was playing, it should
Or,
not have went that route.
yeah, he should not have attempted 40 passes.
No.
So I still put a lot of blame on offensive play calling. I feel like the routes aren't working, but I do still put blame on Jalen Hurts because he forced a lot of throws he did not need to throw.
Hmm.
He even admitted that he was just trying to put the ball in places that he shouldn't have tried to put him in there. He tried to thread the needle, and you just can't do that. This is the professional game of football. I do put the blame on him, but I don't think that as bad as Jalen Hurts played, that I'm willing to look past Patullo because Patullo's lack of efficiency in offense, the way
Hmm.
his play calling has been, he's gotten this the fact that the offense can't execute. And the reason why I will not why I'm not going to look at Jalen and put the blame on him is because this wasn't a problem he was having last year. He didn't have this problem last year. Saquon didn't
Or he's
have a
partly
complete.
responsible for that. That he's himself has changed. I mean, there's been reports that he doesn't want to run as much, run as often,
Well,
and you
well,
can
apparently that was
feel about
debunked.
that.
He spoke on that. Jalen Hurts
Hmm.
spoke on that at a press conference. Said that where'd you get that information? What made you draw that conclusion? Because apparently it didn't come from him.
Okay.
So that's
But
what
when you
happened.
watch the games, he's not.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's not running, but what I and that's why I say that is this a testament that maybe Patullo is running a different offense. That like maybe this is a play calling by Patullo. Because again, like are we maybe it's a situation where he's being coached to hold the ball and wait for something to happen. I mean, I don't know. Like and that's the I think that's where we're basically we're still there's still spectators, like we're still spectators in this sense because we don't know what kind of offense they're running. We know what they should be doing because that's what we
mhm.
are athletes in our own rights. We're coaches in our own right, like you and I both. We are students of the game, so we actually know what we should be doing. But we don't know is what's going on in their offensive meeting. They're probably a lot of, oh my god, really, you gonna keep doing this shit? That's probably what's going on. We don't know, but what we do know is what they should be doing as opposed to what they are doing. So, I mean,
I mean,
it's a shitty situation no matter how you slice it.
5 turnovers.
Yeah, that's
Hard to win
horrible.
games when you turn the ball over 5 times.
Absolutely. Yeah, and
It's
Jalen
nearly
Hurts doesn't is not an
impossible
excuse from that.
to win a game when you turn the ball over 5 times.
Absolutely not.
When you're just coming up short drive after drive after drive after drive, and your quarterback's missing targets left and right. I mean, granted, one of those interceptions was off by AJ Brown's hands, but it was still. I mean, it should have been
Hmm.
caught, but it
Absolutely,
was. He could have made a better throw.
he could have.
So
Yeah,
he was a little off all night, and considering the way everyone else played, I mean, notwithstanding big plays, because Saquon got a big play, and that was really it as far as big plays, as far as things actually happening. But I, what I watched that defense have a great game. Finally, like defense looked like the defense we expected out there. They contained Justin Herbert, whatever that's worth. I know he's overrated as hell in the NFL. He comes, but 7 sacks is 7 sacks. They got pressure on him. They got him to turn the ball over. They got him to sub 50% completion percentage. The defense did their job. I mean, not withstanding his legs, but still. He made plays when it mattered. Most of those plays with his legs came later in the game when the defense, I assume, was just tired and winded because the depth is not very strong on this team.
Yeah.
And that's the problem because that's the problem later in games that no one's really considering is that the defense is getting worn down because the offense is just three and out, three and out, three and out, three and out. In this case, turnovers too, which really hasn't been a thing. I guess that's just the numbers regressing to the mean as far as Hurts throwing 4 interceptions when he hasn't thrown but 2 all season. That's just him just reverting to the average, I guess. But defense played lights out. The line played solid. I don't feel like Hurts was under all the pressure that he's been. Part of that was probably the Chargers' play calling. Defensively, I do not know. But what I do know is Hurts threw 4 interceptions and he fumbled the damn ball and lost the damn ball. I know that is a easy ass way to lose a football game. And
Oh, that's
clearly, when your
exactly.
team can't score but 9 points in 3 quarters, which is just a thing that they can't score lately, and the other team is just hanging on. At some point, you gotta make a move. You have to do something. But they didn't have the plays in the bag. They didn't have the plays in the book. It didn't. If they did, Hurts missed the throw. So
Mm.
no, the defense was good. Saquon got a big play. Finally, he got over 120. We can hope that's the start of something. Maybe that'll light a fire under his ass or something. Who the hell knows? We can only be hopeful. AJ got his targets. He got over 100. I feel like there's a thing there where when he gets his numbers, it doesn't go well for us.
Mm.
I don't want to say that's every game. I don't want to go through the stats or anything, but it's just a perception. I feel like because since he's
Mm.
been getting the ball more, the whole thing with the meeting and complaining online and all of that mess. What do you call it? Passive aggressively whining online,
Mm-hmm.
all that shit. Since then, it's been downhill. There's feel like since the bye week, it's been downhill. Like the offense has been since then, it's just been
They lost
downhill.
their momentum.
Yeah,
I think what was said today. I don't know if it was since the bye week, but they've scored a total of 81 points
ew,
over the past few weeks.
that ain't good.
Yeah, and they've only went over 21 points. They only scored 21 points once.
See, you can't win that way.
Yeah,
You can't win that way. No matter, few defenses can carry you that way without when you just don't show up week after week. You can't rely on the defense, no matter how strong it is. You can't rely on them because there's too many factors that affect what the defense can do.
right.
So you have to provide offense. You have to provide scoring. You have to at least kill some clock. So you're not just wearing out the defense and all the 3 and outs and the wasted possessions and the turnovers and the penalties and all of this bullshit that does nothing but just get you off the field and the other team back on the field.
Yeah.
If they hit the ball more, chances are they're going to score more. If they're running all over your team, if they're out physical in the trend, these things contribute to losing, and these are bad habits. But we'll see. It wasn't as bad today as it's been. You take away Saquon's big play, he still had like 3.6 a carry, which, let's be real, that ain't great. But
No.
they got the plays they needed, except when they needed them the most. Let me rephrase that. That offense looked like shit, and it was mostly because of Jalen Hurts. But I'm not pointing the fingers at anybody anymore because it's a team game, and all of those interceptions weren't 100% on him. So we're going to say he had a shitty game, but that's not normal for him. I'm going to call it regression to the mean, just shit going back to the average. I mean, he's been missing. He hasn't been taking the chances all season, and I'm going to say, like you said, he was rushing things, and he was taking chances. I can rock with. I can rock with. As long as he doesn't go back to that conservative pussyfooting back there. Play with some damn heart, play with some damn animosity, like you really want to win the game instead of
Hmm.
you don't want to lose the game. So you're just trying to do enough to not lose the ball, not lose possession, and you're losing possession because the line isn't good. There's a lot of factors, but I like to see him actually taking chances out there, actually getting the ball out early instead of just holding it on too long, which was still happening. But I saw a
Yeah,
lot more of him getting rid of the ball earlier, and I like that. That's what I want to see from him more. Even if he throws more interceptions, I'll take my chances instead of settling for field goals because some of those are going to turn into touchdowns. Because again, we're rushing to the mean. They can't all be interceptions. Can't have four interception days like this in the future. It ain't likely. Not for Hurts. Not really for any quarterback outside of a few. JJ McCarthy maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next topic. What you got? What you got for us? What you think we should discuss next?
Hmm. Okay. Let's go with while we're just to slide off the Eagles, would you rather have Kevin Patullo or Stefanski? I'm gonna draw a blank on his name.
As an offensive coordinator,
Sure.
so obviously I wouldn't want Patullo, but right now, and it sucks because Kevin Stefanski was the one who stepped down from play calling duties for his own team. So I don't even I don't even know if I want Stefanski, but you look at what you got. I would say, yeah, give me Stefanski over Patullo.
Oh.
And it sucks because we even had that. That's a shitty ass choice. But yeah, give me Stefanski as my OC. As my head coach? No, fuck no.
All right, that's head coach. Let's do head coach. Which one would you rather have? Duval.
Honestly, if now if a head coach, maybe I would say Patullo because 9 times out of 10, if it's because Kevin Stefanski's proven that his head coaching he doesn't make good decisions as a head coach. His head
Mm-hmm.
coach decisions are like really really bad. Um, Patullo's problem may not be his coaching. He was an effective enough quarterbacks coach, effective enough passing game coordinator, helping out Kellen Moore. Just as a play caller, he is dog shit. I think that if he were to get a head coaching position, he'll probably bring in an offensive coordinator. And I think that if he has the self awareness, which I feel like he may not have the self awareness, but if he does have the
Yes.
self awareness to say, I'm not calling plays, I'll bring in somebody who can. I would
Mm.
rather go that route and say, give me Patullo because he doesn't want to fail immediately. Because I know if I had Stefanski as my head coach, he fired immediately because you're gonna make some dumb ass like letting.
Right. It's amazing he made it this far.
Yeah,
I have
I,
no idea how he has pulled that off. It's like he's got photographs or something.
I fired Kevin Stefanski in my mind last season when when he said we're going for it, and Deshaun Watson told him, "No, I'm not." That's when I fired Kevin Stefanski.
Mm. Sure, that's when a lot of people fired Kevin Stefanski. Maybe it was the season before that. Who the hell knows? He's given that team plenty of reasons to let him go, though.
I'll be honest with you. If I'm a head coach on a team and you sign my my entire cap away to a sexual predator, I am tendering my resignation as soon as the season's over.
Mm.
Because Deshaun, there's no way, no way, no way, no way that any self-respecting GM or head coach is allowing that to happen in their organization. There's nothing that would have been like Deshaun Watson is worth it. There's no way. Boulevard, are you doing that?
I don't know.
Like the
No.
dude just missed a whole seat. Like you doing it? No, no, you haven't shown me anything. You getting a 1 year prove it deal, bro. You coming off that injury with a 1 year prove it deal. You get hurt again? Like you coming off your like you're coming off that suspension on a prove it deal. So that means you got like 8 games to prove it. Because guess what happened? Immediately. Got injured.
Hmm.
Got injured. Y'all haven't gotten more than like five. I'm gonna be generous and say maybe y'all got 10 games out of that man since he signed.
Hmm.
Maybe 10. He might have been more. But honestly, like how was that shit even like? There's no way I would work for that organization to let somebody rob. Like, listen, Kirk Cousins robbed some organizations. He has robbed some
Mhm.
organizations. Still doing it.
Mhm.
But
Still doing
when
it,
I
yeah.
hear when I hear Kirk Cousins, people say Kirk Cousins is like the biggest thief. Deshaun Watson is by far the biggest thief because he took all that money and ain't play. That's why he's the biggest damn thief.
Mm.
Kirk Cousins might have made away with the bigger bag, but Deshaun Watson finessed the fuck out of the Cleveland Browns. Like he getting paid bank to do nothing, and they found his replacement. They found potentially his replacement candidate out of 2 players. And what pisses me off is Shador is like really rocking out right now, and we can't automatically say that Shador is the starter, QB of the future because Deshaun Watson's still there. Like next year,
Well,
if
well,
Deshaun
he finished
Watson,
out the season though.
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll finish out the season. But I'm saying like
then he gets to
when,
finish the season.
yeah. But I'm saying like when training camp come around and they begin working out, and Deshaun Watson's healthy, they're gonna be like, yeah, it's Deshaun Watson. Like they got no choice.
Mm.
It's like the whole conversation where people are like, oh, put fucking Tanner McKee in. First off, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my goddamn life. Why would you do that? And second of all, you paid that man too much fucking money to say, put Tanner McKee in. Shut the fuck up. Don't say dumb shit. Like, yeah, I'm a
Like
big
we had
Shador.
one horrible game. We're like, oh yeah, just bench him for the rest of the season. Like we ain't in
Like,
playoff position.
I'm a big Shador Sanders guy. I'm a big Shador Sanders guy. So happy. Like, there's nothing that makes me more proud than the way he performed this past weekend. But Deshaun Watson is the starting quarterback. If I'm the head coach, I'm going to say, listen, Deshaun Watson is the starting quarterback. Not because I want to. And see, and that's why I probably wouldn't have a head coaching job in the NFL because I will throw the whole front office under the bus. Fire me. I don't give a shit. But I'm gonna say, yeah, Deshaun Watson is my starting quarterback. Not because I want him, but because they fucking paid that man all of our money. So we gotta put him on
Mhm.
the field.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna backtrack because there was a whole point I meant to make on the Eagles thing with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
That man went into a press conference and said that he was watching tape of old games and all of this shit to see stuff that worked or whatever hell his reasoning was. You remember that a press conference like 3 days before the game,
Probably, yeah.
and then went out and had that game. He said he had spent all the time watching film and talking with the coaches, and that was the performance he went out there and did.
Yeah. Maybe he shouldn't do that ever again.
Yeah, they just stick
Don't
to
watch
this
film.
season, stick to the film that is relevant to this year. Unless you're gonna throw that stuff in the playbook,
Yeah, because I wouldn't watch film if you have an offensive coordinator that you're
right?
the
Unless
probably
you're
only one
watching
who
it with
likes.
him and saying, "Yeah, let's
Yeah.
use this, let's use this, let's do
Yeah.
something off of this." But they're clearly not doing that because, or maybe they were and there's a miscommunication. But I don't know. All I know is it
Okay.
can't be worse than what it was. Yeah. So back to what you were talking about.
Oh no,
Sorry,
I'm good.
I had to pop that in
Yeah,
there. All right. Well,
yeah.
speaking about, since we're still on quarterbacks, I'm excited to go with one of our tried and true. GQ, you are Phillip Rivers. See, because this is the thing we do, where it's like it's kind of a let GQ role play as different people who are doing silly shit that doesn't make any sense, like this one and the one after this one. GQ, you're on your way back to save the Colts season. I have one question: is it because you have 10 kids and you don't want to be in a house?
Let me ask you, if you got 10 kids and you're a grandfather, do you wanna do you wanna get out of the house? You wanna
I'm not
stay
in
there
the
with
house
them?
if I have 10 kids. I'm not in the
Exactly.
house.
I need to go. I need something to do. Like what?
Nightmare, man. That man literally lives in a loud house. That's a nightmare. Couldn't be me.
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. It's just like
Yes.
get like 10 kids. Get off her, dude. Leave her
I mean,
alone.
how long he been? How long? When did he retire? Like a couple months ago.
2020.
Oh, damn! Really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
COVID.
he's 44 now. Yeah, they should have just called Cam.
Yeah. They said they was asking him how much he weigh now, and I'm pretty sure he's pushing 270. Like I don't know if you saw the video, the pictures of him doing his workout.
No.
Boulevard. He built like you right now. I'm no offense, but he built like you.
Well, I'm not a former professional quarterback, so I could be a little
Yeah, but that's what I'm
questionable in
saying.
all
Like he looked like he just went home. You know
honesty. He
how
just
most
walked up.
athletes, you know how most athletes get like into a comfortable shape. Like Philip Rivers look like you know how the offensive linemen they like get in a better shape when they leave because they don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be fat no more.
Mm-hmm.
Philip Rivers went in reverse. He was like, I don't have to be fit no more, so I'm gonna be fat. He said, I'm gonna be Jason Kelsey.
Right? That man was just sitting on his damn couch, got a football, got a phone call. He's like, yeah, really? Okay, you sure? Ugh.
Exactly. He goes, hey babe, the coach just called. They want you to come coach?
Right.
No, they want me to play. Ain't Daniel Jones wearing your number?
The
So I'll wear another one.
man got up and 3 different parts of his body popped.
Speaking of Phillip Rivers,
Old ass. I don't call him old ass man like we ain't the same damn age. I guess it's official. I'm retired from the NFL. Guess I'll send
because
in
I
my
gotta find this
resignation.
out.
What are you doing?
I'm just looking up something funny.
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
I felt like there was a pause in game action there.
Okay. So I don't know how they're doing it because Daniel Jones is still on the active roster. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think he's on it, but they're going to give Philip Rivers 17, even though Daniel Jones is wearing 17.
Oh,
Don't
Daniel
know how
Jones
it's.
ain't playing, so it don't mean much.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Shit's crazy.
We'll go from the disaster that is the Colts season. It started off so well, and now it's just going to fall into the Phillip Rivers.
He really got the call. Babe, the coach just called. They
Mm-hmm.
want you to come, coach. That's probably what happened. They want you to come, coach. No, they want me to play. They know you're 44, right? Yeah.
Man, was that a doctor's appointment bent over?
You know you're a grandpa, right? Yeah, they know I'm a pawpaw. Well, how much they paying? Probably league minimum, 700. Well,
Hey,
fucking
10
do
kids.
it.
10 kids. 10 kids is 10 kids, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I can't imagine he thinks he's got anything left.
They asked him how much he weighed. He said, "Bigger than I was 4 years ago."
Hmm. Bigger than it was last year.
He said, "More than I was 4 years ago."
Hmm. All right, move forward. So I saw this, and it hasn't been officially confirmed yet. But remember Ronda Rousey?
I do.
Well, you're her. You're 2 years removed from WWE, I believe, at least, and any actual professional anything. And you've
Okay.
decided to come out of retirement to box. To box Katie Taylor, who some consider one of the greatest fighters of all female fighters of all time, gold medalist, etc. on Netflix in summer 2026. The last time you were in a professional fighting ring, and I don't mean the dub, the Fed as they call it, you got beat the fuck up. And the time before that, you got beat the fuck up. So
How dare
after
you?
fighting, after getting your ass beat by Holly Holm, an actual trained boxer, now you want to fight another boxer, but you can't box. What
How
the hell are
dare
you doing?
you?
What are you
How
doing?
dare you bring up something so devastating in my career? How dare you? I am the best female fighter in the world, and I'm the best. And fuck everybody else who don't believe it. Fuck WWE. It's fake wrestling. Fuck Holly Holm. Run that bitch shit back, bitch.
What do you say
You gonna
was
get
going?
um and this I don't even remember her name. She's gonna get the same thing. I'm gonna hit her with an armbar.
Probably can't even do an armbar no more. That
Uh,
shit ain't muscle memory. You gotta have muscle. She ain't been
I,
doing
I'm
all that
gonna
shit at home
when
gym
I
too long.
when I step in the boxing ring with this nobody, I'm gonna give her the armbar.
Well, that's not the place for it.
What do you mean? How dare you? I'm
They
Ronda
could
fucking
say your
Rousey.
opponent has a record of 25-1 with only 6 knockouts but 19 decisions, so she's gonna probably let you stick around for a while. Best
I'm
you can
gonna get
hope
her in
for
the
is a
armbar. She
miracle
can't.
because it's well known that anytime a
She
multidisciplined fighter who's trained in multiple disciplines as opposed to a professional boxer goes into a ring with a professional boxer, it never goes well for them.
but I'm Ronda Rousey and it doesn't
And I
matter
see
because
the
I'm
fall
just gonna
bumps,
but I'm just gonna get on the armbar.
but you can't do that. You're just
I'm
gonna
Ronda
get
Rousey.
disqualified and pout.
I'm
You can't
Ronda
do that.
fucking Rousey.
Yeah, and that name used to mean something 5 years ago.
But I'm Ronda fucking Rousey.
You gonna go out there, you gonna get your ass beat again, and we all
I'm
gonna
done
laugh.
with this interview. I'm out of here.
Fine, fuck you then.
That's how the interview would go.
It really would.
If you've
It
watched
really
Ronda
fucking
Rousey
would.
interviews, that's how it goes. She'll be really cocky and overly confident, and then someone says something she doesn't like.
Right?
How dare you? That's offensive. I want to be a
Fucking
mother. That's the reason
millennials.
I left. What? That's how it go. That's how it went in the last one. They were like, "Oh, are you upset because you weren't as good of a wrestler in WWE as you thought you would?" How dare you? I left WWE to become a mother.
She
How'd that
was
work?
doing the same type of matches that the Paul Ball be doing in there, where they gotta rehearse, go back and rehearse it for like a month before it happens. That's what she was doing with her matches. And
Oh,
like
yeah,
even the matches on Raw and shit, like that's what she was
yeah,
doing.
yeah. I would have been pissed off if I had to spend as much money as I spent to get the rights to that song. Because they had to drop a bag to get her the
Yeah,
rights
Miss
to that
Chet
song.
is not complaining.
Don't give a damn about your bad
She's like
reputation.
a part owner of the Orioles, if I'm being honest. Oh,
Fuck
that's true.
Ronda
That she's
Rousey.
from down there. Yeah.
Fuck Ronda Rousey. Why the fuck? She
No, I
keeping
mean
us
Joe
up.
Jett's probably part owner of the Orioles. Probably has some investment with it.
My
Not that
personal opinion. My personal opinion about Ronda Rousey this fight. We know she's gonna. She knows she's gonna fucking get knocked out. I
Mm-hmm.
think what's gonna happen is it's one of the same thing that Mike Tyson and the Paul brother is. She just doing it for a bag. She about to
Oh
get
hell yeah, absolutely,
a
no doubt.
mean
I
ass
mean,
bag and go
Netflix.
sit her ass down.
That's what people go to Netflix for. Netflix pays.
But but I'm gonna tell you, I think this is what people are gonna be watching for. They're gonna be watching to see her get knocked out,
Mm-hmm.
or they won't watch at all.
Oh yeah, she gonna come out there talk her usual shit. Walk to the ring with her pelt.
She gonna walk out there like Paul Heyman,
Yeah, he said he wants her to be a Paul Heyman girl once upon a time. I
and
mean, he's getting real
she,
loose with the term at this point.
she's gonna walk out there, right? She's gonna walk out. She's gonna stop, and she's gonna look at everybody with the side eye, and then she's gonna get in the little ring.
The stink face. I mean, that's just her looking now. That's just normal
Yeah,
for Miss Rousey. It's
she
nasty.
looked like she got the face of an Asian, but like they she got the face of like when she was being created, like they accidentally gave her the wrong traits. It's like you know how you play those games and you got to pick traits for each character you create, and then you
On the
accident.
other side, is that what you're saying? What was that damn game where you picked the damn genetics for your parents and they made an athlete based out of that? Which football Madden was that? Was that Madden?
Oh, I remember that. I remember that because you had to pick either your parent was this type of athlete and your other parent was that type of athlete. Because I remember I used to always
Mm-hmm.
make my mom was a sprinter, so I can have like the speed.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Yo, I remember that. Bring it back, man. Bring it back. If
Seriously.
you want my good graces, do better. Do better.
Had to get off of whatever the hell you were, wherever you were going.
No, I'm going back to it.
Oh,
She looked like a creative player that somebody messed up on. Like like they got to the eyes, like they did everything else, and then got to the eyes and was like, and then they pushed it too many times, and they didn't want to go back, so they just submitted the look because she don't look like her face is supposed to go with the rest of her face.
Jesus Christ.
Look, I know I'm ugly. I don't give a shit.
It's okay, Ronda Rousey. You look okay. You look fine. Not
Hmm.
fine. We ain't
She looked like
fine.
somebody put facial features on a pancake.
Damn.
Smack. That's what she looked like.
Yeah. I'm trying to defend her, but I can't. You're right. She funny looking as hell. All right. I'm going forward because you're going to
Listen.
hell.
All right, what we got
But
next?
I saw an article on Yahoo Sports, whatever that's worth, implying that Kyler Murray is out for the season. This was a few days ago. But he may be done in Arizona altogether, implying that they could possibly cut Kyler Murray after the season. Now, I went and looked it up best I could on Spot Track, and I found that it would come with a $53 million cap hit and $57 million in dead cap. Is
Do
it
it.
worth it?
Do it.
Really?
Do it.
Damn.
And 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 I feel the same way about Deshaun Watson.
Mm.
You're not getting what you're supposed to get out of them. You're getting more out of Jacoby Brissett right now. Just let him go. Take the hit because you're gonna lose either way. You're not gonna win with him. You're not going in there with him. Take the fucking hit. Like see what you got without it because right now, like just take the hit because you're gonna take the hit either way. You either want
Mhm.
piss poor play from your quarterback position or try your best to build whatever you got there, and then let that contract ride out.
And by then we'll
Because
be in the third season of Marvel Harrison Jr. That'll be a
hmm
waste.
and guess what? I don't know because
Well,
He
until
seems to get more
resigning
production out
him.
of Jacoby with Jacoby Brissett. You get a better performance out of Marv with Jacoby Brissett. So I
It
mean,
seems about not really an improvement either way, but you mean
no, it's not an improvement, but I'm just tired of seeing the toddler run
yeah,
around.
right. Like the best availability is availability, and we see that. What's Jacoby's always available. He's always ready to play. He'll give you his best. It may
Hmm.
not get you a win, but there's worse backup quarterbacks in the league. I don't
Yeah,
know that there'd
like
be worse consistent starters in the league if you got rid of Kyler. But like you said, he's not. You're not getting your
yeah,
good return on your investment with Kyler at this
right.
point. I mean, I don't know if it's anything to do with the COD or any bullshit like that. I'm just saying on the field where what it matters, he's. I mean, you can see the record.
Yeah.
They're not. They have no chance of making the playoffs this season, and they probably wouldn't next season, barring a big signing or something of that nature. So you might as well, yeah, go ahead and move on from Kyler at this point because you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to end up wasting the whole career of the talented players that you do have on that offense with him out there when he's out there.
I
Because
don't understand why
you're going to have a solid backup. Like you're
hmm
going to have to, because at some point in the season he's not going to be available. Probably because, as you said, he's a toddler physically. He's a small
hmm
guy, little on the brittle side as well. But point is, he's going to miss time. You're going to need a backup anyway, so you might as well just look to the future, move on, grab a quarterback in the draft. There's plenty.
Yeah.
You're somewhere. I don't think you're in lock for the number one pick, but you're somewhere around there.
Listen,
So
here's my thing. This is my thought on that.
if he's
You're
free
gonna
until
need he can go somewhere like the Cardinals can definitely find somebody out there right now. Because I'll say this right now: either Dylan Gabriel or Shador Sanders is gonna one of them is gonna not be in Cleveland next year. Because there's no way.
right now Arizona's sitting in the top five, so
Mm.
you can find a quarterback in the top five.
Is it gonna
Obviously,
be? Is it gonna be Arch?
it's going to be Mendoza probably.
Mm. Arch Manning is gonna be horrible. He's gonna be dog shit.
It's not going to be Arch if it's top five. I mean, Vegas is sitting at number one as it currently stands, so they're
Mm.
probably grabbing whatever the top quarterback on the board is and almost lock that in. Especially after this disaster with Gino. I'm not faulting Gino. I'm faulting
No,
Chip
I'm not.
because it's Chip's fault. Chip fucked Gino up. We know what this combination can do because they did it in Seattle. What they didn't have in Seattle was Chip. Chip showed
Yeah,
up trying to change shit, trying to fuck up the way people stand, all that bullshit. Chip
and
fucked that
that's
up, and
that's
now
that's
that's jeopardized the rest of Gino's career because now Gino's gonna be playing for vet minimums and shit
yeah.
because of
I
Chip.
think
Chip fucked his career
that
up.
should be investigated. Like I feel like when teams do shit like that, when they bring in somebody that they know has a troubled or just like doing dumb shit. Like for example, the Cardinals fired Cliff Kingsbury and got what in return? Like they fired Cliff Kingsbury and didn't get any better.
Mm. No, some teams are like that.
And
Some
then you
teams
look
are
at Mike
that's
McDaniel.
the Jets are the prime example of that. No matter
Yeah,
who's running on the sidelines, they're going to be in the same spot every year. No matter how
like
much talent they have, they're going to be in the same spot every year.
yeah, and I feel like teams who hire like when the Jets hired Robert Saleh, I feel like Robert Saleh should have been their head coach until they started to improve and then declined because there was no reason for Robert Saleh to be fired unless he resigned because what you're doing is you're setting that team up to bring in somebody else who's just going to be in the same shitty situation. And I feel like John Gannon went to a shitty situation, deserved it.
Hmm.
Like that's all I'm gonna say. He deserved Arizona. He deserved that shit. You deserve to be looked at as one of the worst head coaches of all time. So I'm gonna let you stick to that. But I feel like Aaron Glenn, shitty situation. He's
Mm-hmm.
about to be looked at
Never
as a
should have
bad
took
coach.
that job. Never should have
Shouldn't
took
have
it.
took that job. Kellen Moore, I feel like he had a good situation, and Derek Carr fucked him.
Mm.
I feel like Derek was it Derek Carr? Derek Carr. 'Cause I get the cars mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr fucked him because he probably thought he had a quarterback.
I don't know how we got there. Well, I ask you this while we're here. Worst team of the three: Raiders, Titans, or Giants?
Okay, I'm gonna say the worst team is the Giants, but I say the Giants have wait, you said Raiders, Titans, Giants. Worst team is the Titans because the
Mm.
Titans have no idea who they are. The Raiders have a good enough head coach that they can actually bring in somebody who can actually help that team. They got weapons to where they can actually help that team. So I'm going to say the Raiders are decent enough. They have a decent enough team that they can build on,
Mm.
especially with a great running back like Alshon Jenti. You can build on that. They may
Tennessee
be.
Bowers, yeah.
They can build on that. The Giants, they on their way.
Also, hold on, let me just run it back to this Chip Kelly thing. Chip Kelly doesn't even use tight ends. Like he's not even good with tight ends. That's not what he does.
And
And
they
you
have
probably are their
two good
best
tight ends.
receiver, their best weapon is a tight end.
Yeah.
And
That's probably
receiver, yeah, just
I
foolish.
think Pete Carroll had thought to himself that maybe Chip Kelly was going to be smart.
How could you have? There's no reason I've ever thought that was going to work.
It could have been just Pete Carroll just ain't want nothing to do with the offense.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I think the Titans are probably the worst. The reason why I say the Titans are the worst team because they literally have nothing
You know.
but Cam Ward.
Well, I mean, there's
They
some
got
pieces.
pieces on defense,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, there's some pieces on that side, but offensively, yeah, no, there's not
Yeah,
much.
I feel like that's why I feel like they're the worst team. But I feel like some changes can happen. I mean, they look like a team that probably I wouldn't if I was a head coach, I'm not going there.
Hmm.
Unless you know that you're a one and done, like you know that your career is like one and done. Like for example, Kevin Patullo, you should take the Tennessee Titans head coach.
Yeah, because you're not getting any other offers.
Yeah,
Just take it. I mean, you're like John Gannon. Just take what you can get because
yeah,
it's only
I
come around once.
yeah, because if you're one of those coaches that's probably like, yeah, I'll probably like that'll likely get fired. I'd take that and run with it. Take
Mm-hmm.
that head coaching money for a year and then dip and then
Hmm.
take it. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Don't be surprised if Pete Carroll does exactly that after the season.
Right.
I
So
mean, he's up there in years. He's got nothing left to prove. He's already been as close to the top of the mountain as you're going to get in the pros, and he did it in college too. So he's got nothing
let
left to prove. We know he's a solid coach.
let me ask you this before we move on to the next. Is it
Yeah.
is it time for Andy Reid to start packing it up?
No.
No? You think you got a
No.
couple how many
No.
more years you think you got?
Two. This
Two?
one, maybe another one. I mean, he can't go out like this.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I feel
He
like
can't. Wait,
Andy
what's the
Reid
record again?
I think they're 6-6 right now.
They're 6-7,
6-7. Oh
and
God, no. 6 and 7.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think he should this season. I mean, give it another shot. If he goes on 2 losing seasons, then man, I mean, sometimes the game just passes you by.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably got a replacement in house. Maybe Nagy's the replacement, but
Yeah, they probably
every
won't.
trade since his worst season, Mahomes is now going backwards.
Yeah,
So
I don't think they'll hire. I feel like the only way they will hire externally is if Pat Mahomes is gone.
hmm,
Because I know there's a strong possibility that Travis is done this year.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's gonna.
He does need to go. He's broken, and
Yeah, he's done this year.
everybody's
I
sick
feel
of
like.
looking at him.
Yeah, I think we'll
Doing
probably see
things.
the end of that.
Good,
End of that whole whatchamacallit.
good.
So
Take his ass back to Cincinnati or wherever.
I think this is probably the. I know you say like don't let Andy go out like that, but I feel like this might be because I wouldn't be surprised if we see something it get worse.
It could get worse.
Yeah,
I mean,
if
maybe
we
he
don't.
impacts the team. I mean, teams rise, teams fall. They could
Yeah, but
bounce right back next season. I mean, they're only a couple pieces away, a couple moves away.
they are. They
I
are.
mean,
I'll
the
give you that.
system still works. The offense still works. It's just shit happens.
Mm,
I mean, you have bad seasons, bad luck. It happens. Not every season is going to be a 13 win, 12-win season. Even if you have Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid, it's bound to happen. Everybody
mm,
else is playing to beat you, especially the teams in the division. They're building their teams around knocking you off.
right.
So you're the head hog. Everybody's coming for you. So eventually, they're going to catch up. You're going to lose talent. They're going to steal your talent. You're going to make bad picks. They're going to make better picks. They're going to catch up with you. They're going to take the stuff you do and start using that against you. All these things are happening. I mean, just time. The way time works, they catch up. Teams got trouble with what you're doing. You have to keep evolving. Maybe they've not done that. I don't know. But yeah, it's time for Kelsey to go, and the Chiefs need to pick up some stronger weapons offensively because, like a lot of shit, is like, oh yeah, we think that these team players are going to be good because they potentially would be, but it's not necessarily panning out as it should,
Mm,
especially this season. Maybe it's injuries. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the refs just stopped trying to accommodate the Chiefs. Who knows? Maybe they got a new big pretty princess that they want to parade around and see at the highest, at the pinnacle, coming down the runway. Like, you're the champion, Josh Allen, or whatever.
mm.
Oh, but could be anything.
Okay.
Could be a mandate from New York telling them that they're not. It's not their year. Maybe that's just what the script says.
Mm,
Maybe the script says they make a good run and make it into the playoffs, and next thing you know, they're in the AFC Championship game against Buffalo. Who knows? Shit happens. All
okay.
right.
What do you have next?
I have three more things. Okay.
Okay.
So at this point, last I checked, Myles Garrett had 26 and 13 games. This is comparable to Reggie White having 21 in 1987 in 12 games. Okay, Reggie White finished at 198. Bruce Smith finished at 200. Myles Garrett is currently at 122 and a half. Last I checked, which was a few days ago. Can he catch Kevin Green at 160 at number three? That is 38 sacks away. I
How
believe
many?
he's
How
30.
old? He's 30.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he'll get that. He'll probably, and that's hard to say because Miles Garrett doesn't have like a significant
He's
injury
not
history.
30. Hold on, let me check this man's age. Hold on.
I'll continue. I
He's
feel like Miles
29.
Garrett.
Yeah, he's 30 in a couple weeks.
So I
Yeah.
don't think Miles Garrett has a significant injury history. So that is not what's working against him. I think you can give him probably 6, 7 more years. Now, if he can continue to play like this for at least 3 more years, then yes, he can. That's not even a problem for him if he can continue to play like this. But he's in Cleveland, so I feel like that's
He's
what's
been in Cleveland and he's got this far. It's only
true.
38 sacks. It's really only 38 sacks. I
It's
mean,
doable.
that's
It's doable. 38.
4 years. That's if he could hit 10 sacks a season for 4 years, he'd tell you pretty
Yeah, that's
decent.
doable. It's definitely doable.
But I mean,
Yeah.
that's 4 seasons. He'll be 34.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Father Time will catch up. Maybe the injury bug will start biting his ass in his sleep.
Mm.
But I mean, as
But
of
then
right
even
now,
with those
he's
injuries, he can probably
definitely
still
on
get
pace
that.
to catch it, though.
Yeah,
But
but
there's no way he's going to catch Bruce Smith or Reggie White. I don't think anyone ever will.
he's at 20 sacks right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he has 4 games left. Is it
Mm-hmm.
4 games left? And he's been on. And I'm putting that like he's. I feel like he's probably gonna finish the season with 26 sacks.
Something
Like
like
he's
that.
gonna kill that record.
Yeah, record's toast. That's why
Yeah,
I didn't even bring up the record. Record's toast.
yeah.
That's not
He's
what's
gonna
that. That's
finish.
almost
I,
luck.
I'm willing to go as far as to say he'll have 28 because he's
Oof.
like. I'm willing to go and say he's gonna have 28 sacks at the end of the week. He could possibly get 30.
If he gets 30, it's never getting touched.
Yeah.
I mean, he
So
really has a chance to make it untouchable now.
yeah.
If he
So
even if he hits 25,
mm,
that's probably untouchable.
yeah.
I can't
So
remember offhand. What is the sack record, like 24 now?
yeah.
So that one's
24, 23, 23, 24.
let me
Was
see
it?
sack record NFL.
It was. Wasn't it a? Wasn't a what? It wasn't one of the Watts.
No. Strahan. It was definitely Strahan. Yeah. Okay, so the
Okay,
Watts
so nobody. It was
not
a Watt.
Strahan. 22 and a half still. Okay. So that's 2.5 sacks. 3 sacks beat the record.
Yeah, he's gonna
Record's
get that
gone.
easily. Yeah,
And
but
if he
he's
can
gonna
hit
get. Cause
three, say he hits one a game after that. So if he hits three now, if he hits if he hits one every game rest of the season, he's beat the record. That's really
yeah,
you need to more simplify it better than that. 1 sack a game record's gone.
and it's Myles Garrett. And I feel like me personally, the only way you stopping that is if you just automatically double him every game, and that's still hard to do
Yeah, that don't
for a
guarantee
full
shit.
game. That's still hard to do for a full game.
Yeah, because any other guy gonna be getting on the other side. So I mean, that's a strong defense.
Yeah, Myles Garrett's
Double
gonna
teaming
eat.
him still has consequences.
Yeah, because that's you automatically saying that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna focus on him, so we're gonna let Mason Graham get all this.
Hmm.
You can't do that. It's not. So I think it's a happening. It's a wrap. Yeah, I think he'll even be closer to that 138 or
Hmm.
160. I'm sorry. Well,
Yeah.
like closer to that by the end of the year. I think he'll be at 30. He'll need 30.
Hmm.
I'm honestly, I'm saying 28 sacks. I feel like it's going to be 28, but I'll say 26, 27.
What am I gonna? Let's see. I want to make some kind of guarantee or something. Like, if he hits this, I'll do this. If Myles Garrett hits 30, I'll do this. I don't know. If anybody's still here watching, send in an idea. I can't think of anything.
That's a
Can
mistake.
you think
Don't
of
do that.
anything?
We can definitely talk about it. I'm not going to leave it up to the fans,
Let's talk
though.
about it. Nah, they'll be on
I'm not
some weird
leaving it
shit.
up to them because they'll have you eating horse shit because they're
Yeah.
ass.
I don't have to agree with what they decide. Man, I know
Listen,
there's some weirdos out there
if this
with
video gets
fetishes and all.
if this video gets 10,000 likes,
If this video gets 20 likes,
no, I ain't saying that because I've seen it happen before.
mm,
If this video gets 10, never mind. I'm gonna say 10,000 likes, and it'll fucking get 10,000 likes.
this video gets 10,000 likes, I will let Coco Jones fart in my face.
Fuck is Coco Jones? Fuck is Coco Jones?
Really? Look it up, man.
Is that Hillary?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck that. If this video gets 1,000,000 likes, I'll let Leslie Jones fart in my face.
Fine. He'll let Leslie Jones fart in his face.
Next topic. It's about to get easier from here.
Most overrated wide receiver you've ever seen.
I have two. And the first one of my two is very easy. We discussed them last week, so I'm not going to go into details. It's Jerry Jeudy.
Damn it, that was mine.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that
we're
was
not
mine.
going to talk too much about it because we discussed them last week. So I'm going to go right into my number two. My number two most overrated receiver is going to piss a lot of people off. Deebo Samuel.
Mm.
That man has had one 1,000-yard receiving year. One season of 1,000-yard receiving. Only two of which he's exceeded 800 yards. Outside of that, besides those 3 seasons, he's never went above 670 yards in the season.
Damn. That's pretty damn overrated. Since we look at him like he's supposed to be a number one, number ones do way better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Expect much more of a performance than that. Damn. Well, that's a
Exactly.
solid answer. I mean, I had the same damn answer as far as current players, but I also went to some players from history, really this century. Though I didn't go too far back in time, and I started with this might not even be a reach at this point. Odell Beckham Jr. I don't know if that's a scandalous tape or not, but I mean, I wrote here in big bold letters, ODB is the Davian Clowney of wide receivers. Because all of his hype comes from one play. And a long time ago. And after that play, he struggled to live up to expectations.
So you're talking about the guy that was mad because he had $1 million contract and got taxed $40 million?
Yes. Yes. The guy who had a $100 million contract and got taxed $40 million and he didn't understand it. He should be mad though. That's a lot of fucking money. But
Fuck out of
that's the
here.
way the world works.
I'm humble as fuck about that. You mean tell me you texted me 40 million out of 100? I knew I was getting taxed. Come on now. I
Right.
know I was
Shit,
getting taxed.
you're still getting 60. So
Walking away with 60? You
Yeah.
lucky if you made it walk away with 60. IRS gave you a pass.
Yeah.
Lucky you walked away with 30, nigga.
For my other pick, now this is some controversy because I know this one's going to piss people off, but they're still here, or they may just click and never come back. Larry Fitzgerald.
Now I'm going ahead.
Those stats were some empty ass calories. He didn't have much success. He really didn't. Granted, he didn't have a lot of quarterbacks to work with, but he did not have a lot of success in spite of his numbers. Did not have a lot of playoff success. Did not have a lot of too many accolades. None of that shit. Like we prop him up like he's a top 5, top 10 receiver when no, he wasn't.
Wait, hold on.
Somebody that could
Hold
get him
on.
all for 20 for the time he was out there, but go on.
Hold on. Cause I have to. Hold on. Cause I gotta disagree with you there.
I know his numbers. I know he's got the stats. I know the stats are empty calories though.
Empty calories or not. But
It's like
come on.
good stats, bad team kind of guy. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but the man has been productive every season of his career but one.
Mm-hmm.
Like the man has been he empty calories maybe, but he had good numbers his whole career.
His numbers were great. I believe he's like in the top 5 all time in yards as a receiver, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm
But
pretty sure he's like second to Jerry.
yeah, second, yeah, I know. But just who he's behind. Look at all the success that guy had. So
I feel like him being able to do what he did in spite of what he had, because you got guys like Randy Moss and Terrell Owens who've always had solid success, but they're not the reason for that success. Because I don't say that T.O. is the reason the Eagles had success. I think the Eagles had success because they finally had a good receiver. But I don't think it was all T.O.
T.O. was the missing piece that put him
Yeah.
up in the top. Yeah.
So it's like they had like it's like saying like you had a good quarterback in McNabb, he just needed somebody to throw to. So you had a
Mm-hmm.
great receiver in Larry, and Arizona just did what Arizona did and
Mm-hmm.
failed to give him a quarterback. I feel like if he had a solid quarterback, those numbers would have been even more
Those
crazier.
numbers would have mattered.
Those numbers, he would have blew those numbers
Yeah,
away.
they would have mattered. That's what I'm saying. But the numbers he got don't matter.
But
'Cause
that's not
they
fair to
didn't lead to
say.
anything. They didn't mean it. They didn't do anything. But
But all he could do is his job.
yeah,
So yes, I'm just saying, like he did his job. I can't disqualify him. I can't. Cause
I
I feel like
understand the empty calories. I'm not saying he wasn't good. He was great, but like the way we prop him up, no, was yeah.
I guess.
He didn't. Like I said, that one's gonna be controversial. Y'all can go ahead crucify me. I don't give a shit. It's just the way I feel. He's a little overrated because for all the numbers he got, that didn't lead to much success. So,
All right, give me 1 second, cause I have to be an asshole.
please be that asshole. Be Jalen Hurts in the locker room.
All right. Do you think Michael Irvin is one of the best all time?
No,
No.
no.
Okay. Because he saw success, but his numbers are almost nearly identical to Larry Fitzgerald. So I don't know.
Yeah, no. I don't have Urban like any. I mean, I don't know what my top 10 wide receivers will be, and I'm not 100% sure that Urban will be in there or not. There's been a lot of receivers over the years. He may have had the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame, the success that Urban had, but they were probably just as talented. So,
It just sucks to be Arizona right now.
yeah, that's all. If
Because
Fitzgerald had like a Aikman to throw to, I mean, Aikman threw a lot of interceptions, but he would have, you could definitely, if they had swapped careers, Fitzgerald would definitely have amounted. I feel like it would have mattered more.
do you think if Larry Fitzgerald played with, I'm trying to think of a quarterback he probably would have played. Let's say you give Larry Fitzgerald Drew Brees.
Oh
He's
God, yes.
Drew Brees is having Tom Brady's career.
Mm-hmm. Really something close to it. He's going to be giving Tom Brady a run for his money every year. But yeah, yeah.
Because I don't think Drew Brees ever had a receiver long term. I mean, Tom
No.
Brady didn't really have a solid receiver his whole career either.
Mm,
He kind of just had
yeah.
like he had guys that were just there. Cause like Edelman and Amendola, I don't really look at them as good receivers. I just feel like,
No, they just fit what he needed. They had
yeah,
good
he was
chemistry
just
with
exactly
receivers.
what they needed, like volume guys that just happened to break out. Those are some empty ass calories.
Yeah,
Those are empty calorie ass receivers. Just fucking dum 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 dum. That's what they were. They were just dum 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 dum, dum. Like fucking Brandon Stokely. Dum 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 dum.
yeah. But see that in itself, the the ball was moving forward, and I feel like that's all a quarterback has to do is just make sure the ball is moving forward consistently. That's all you have to do. And I mean, I know defense does things to make it complicated, but the offense is in control of that situation, and they dictate
Yeah, how you think I'm
what's
so great
happening.
at Madden?
They dictate how the defense responds, etc. So shit like what we just saw, what hurts, shouldn't happen. That's
No.
all. Just to bring that back in
All right.
because
I think we have
I
one
got one
more.
more question left. Yeah, and this one, I'm curious as hell what your answer is.
Do you have an
So I'm
answer?
just
Because I want you to give your
I
answer
do.
first.
I have a few nominees. Yeah. Okay, and they're all Eagles. But what player that will never make the Hall of Fame, most likely, but is a Hall of Famer to you? What player is it?
So I mine's gonna be pretty obvious, but I want you to give me yours first.
Well, I had four. I didn't really want to separate one from the pack because I feel like they're all to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Westbrook, Brian Westbrook,
Okay.
Donovan McNabb. Even though I hate the inconsistent piece of shit, I'm still grateful that
Mm-hmm.
when I was really starting to really understand the game of football, the ins and outs of it, that I got to watch him play. I got to bitch and
Mm-hmm.
moan about him, the inconsistent piece of shit that he was.
Okay.
Inconsistent alcoholic DUI collecting drunk motherfucker that he was. Those are my first two. Then I went back in time a little. Because these two make no friggin' sense. Randall Cunningham.
I could
The
have swore
fact
he
that
was
he's
in there.
not a Hall of Famer is a bleeping tragedy to me. It makes
Why do
no
I?
sense.
It's
It's
got
like
to be
why
the Mandela effect.
I mean, it's not even a reason. There's no justification for it. I mean, and to me, it's like Barry and Roger Clemens not being in the Hall of Fame, except not as personal, but it doesn't make any damn sense. It's ridiculous. And finally, the late Jerome Brown.
What?
Yeah, just because he's a Hall of Famer to me. Because the day he passed was a really sad fucking day in the household, and I remember like it was yesterday. I remember
Hmm.
seeing our stepbrother cry. I remember all of that shit. So it was a very depressing day, and
That's a
the
good
fact that
list.
he was one of the main stars of the Eagles. That when I started watching the Eagles like fervently, like as a true fan, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer because he was one of my first stars. So
Mm.
him and Cunningham. So yeah, I could go on, but yeah,
Okay.
two different eras, two different sets of players that should be Hall of Famers, but for some reason aren't. I don't know about the stats, but I know to me, Boulevard, they're Hall of Famers.
Okay. I agree with you. I like that list a lot. Brian Westbrook is probably more like a because I feel like Westbrook ain't give me enough 1,000 yards seasons.
Hmm. Right. No, he was one of them players you don't
He,
like the ones who
yeah, but I like him.
acquire 1,000
Yeah,
yards from scrimmage more than
yeah.
just from handoff.
I love Brian Westbrook though. I'm not gonna knock you there. All right, so my pick. Everybody's gonna disagree with me, so I don't give a shit. But
Oh, they already on our ass.
this is my pick for NFL. Who should be an NFL Hall of Famer, but will never make the NFL Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen. That is a Michael Vick jersey. Michael Vick is my pick because of just the way he changed
Yeah.
the game. Motherfuckers like Lamar Jackson would not be a thing because, and if people say, oh, it would have happened eventually. No, it wouldn't have. You want to know why? Because people would not have, like, They barely like mobile quarterbacks now. People wouldn't have
Hmm.
known that you can do that as a quarterback if it wasn't for Michael Vick. People wouldn't have thought about that shit. If you had that type of talent coming into football, if there
Right.
was no Michael Vick, if you had that type of talent that Michael Vick had, like people like Lamar Jackson would not be a quarterback because they would have saw his speed, saw his athleticism, and they would have been like, "Oh, you're a wide receiver, you're a running back."
Hmm.
That's what they would have did. But it's because of quarterbacks like Michael Vick, people are like, "Oh, that talent that you Teddy Bridgewater, that talent that you Lamar Jackson, that talent that you Cam Ward, that level of talent that these guys have, Michael Vick paved the way." And it's kind of crazy for me to say. It's like it's like a big part of history in the sport. Black, in a sense, some way, black history, because like black quarterbacks probably weren't looked at the same way because they didn't think that you had the arm.
They didn't
So
think you had the brain either.
yeah, so guys like Michael Vick putting that talent, showing that because if it wasn't for fucking Michael Vick, Kyler Murray wouldn't be a thing. These short motherfucking quarterbacks would not be a thing.
If it wasn't for Kyler Murray, Bryce Young.
Yeah. So that's a Hall of Famer to me, even if he didn't put up the stats. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If he didn't get in trouble,
Hmm.
Atlanta Falcons would have their first Super Bowl.
Hmm.
Michael Vick probably would be like he probably would have had like 3 or 4, maybe 5 1,000 yard seasons.
Hmm. That would have
He
really
would,
changed the game.
yeah, he would eventually got his 30. He would eventually shit for the hell of it. Fucking Jalen Hurts wouldn't exist. So
Right.
I can't believe I skipped past him. Mobile quarterbacks would not be a thing. Like it will be a bunch of stale ass football. Fucking Peyton Manning's. sh- Yeah,
Yeah, a bunch of statues like
yeah,
it was. I mean, there were some mobile-ish quarterbacks like they could move,
yeah.
but I
Like
mean, they
Steve
wasn't
Young
running
and
4.3, 4.4s or no shit like that.
yeah, exactly. Fucking RG3 wouldn't have been a thing.
Mm-mm.
So
Not like it
that's
was.
my
Yeah,
thought.
like there wasn't. The coaches weren't even trying to adjust their playbooks to having that sort of thing. The quarterback runs were few and far between at that point. I mean, like
Hmm.
designed quarterback runs were few and far
Bec-
between.
and
Most of
and
them
here's
hit.
I'm gonna give you a prime example of why I believe that. Y'all remember there was a guy named Eric Crouch, one of the most talented
They don't
mobile
remember Eric
quarterbacks,
Crouch.
one of the most talented
Yeah, talk your
rushing
shit.
quarterbacks in in football. He got to the NFL and they moved him to wide receiver immediately, and his ass got retired because they had him coughing up
Hmm.
blood. If they let Eric Crouch play quarterback, we'd be looking at a different game. I was a big fan of Eric Crouch, by the way, but you'd be
Yeah,
looking at,
I mean, granted, there's a
oh
lot of those through the history
yeah,
of college football that they just never gave a chance or moved them to other positions,
right,
mainly because they didn't have the what's the word ingenuity, creativity to find ways to use those players at quarterbacks, no matter how much success they had in college. So a lot of players got wasted. Their talents got wasted.
you know who I give
Because
crap?
coaches just weren't smart enough or clever enough to use
Yeah,
them creatively.
you
Plus, they
know
would
who
have got blown the fuck up.
and it's the wrong coaches that is there's a special group of coaches that I give those props to
Hmm.
for who probably could have found a way before in those days back with I'm sorry.
Damn. It wasn't just Sheen that died either. The voice of Sheen. The voice of Doug Dimmadome died today too.
Damn. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Um Coaches, if like back in those days, if they were looking to do that, the coaches you should have been looking at, if you got like, oh, I'm gonna get a mobile quarterback. I'm gonna bring one of them fast ass option heavy quarterbacks. You know who I'd have been looking at to coach him?
Hmm?
I'd have been like, hey, Army Nate Army, let me get your coach as the offensive coordinator. Hey, Army Navy, hey Navy, let me get your coach. Because that's who was running that shit, and they was running that shit religiously to an extent. Like that was their whole offense. Like you got teams that ran the option, but they threw the ball. Army,
Yeah.
I remember back in the year, there was like a point where and the Army's quarterback had 90 pass attempts for the whole year. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but it was like that. Like he had like very little pass attempts for a season. I think he had like 400 yards on the year, but had like 200 carries.
Mm. Yeah, that sound right. That sound like the option.
And shit, that's how you do it. Shit, you can easily fucking find somebody to teach them how to throw the ball. They probably got the ball talent. I've seen a
You teach them the
quarterback.
fundamentals of it. Yeah, you can't really give them the instinct, or you can't really teach them to read plays. They gotta. That shit comes from repetition.
Yeah,
You need You need to be out there on the field getting those plays off. That matters. As far as
yeah.
teaching somebody the fundamentals of it, how to physically play the position, yeah, you can teach somebody that, but you can't. The instinct comes from practice.
I mean, I was taught that. I was taught how to throw a ball.
But yeah, everybody's taught because there's fundamentals to that shit.
My problem was my hands was too small. Well, shit, I was too small.
He was a running back.
Yeah. They tried to make me play receiver quite a bit. I mean, I played some receiver. I was good enough. I probably should have been playing running back. I fucking want to play
I got
DB.
nothing else on the board, so.
I got nothing on the board either. My board is wiped clean.
Any shows you're watching? Any food recommendations?
Yes, the shows I am watching currently, and I credit Boulevard's significant other for this. I am watching The Paper. The sequel, I think that's what they call those of The Office. So far, I'm very disappointed, but I'm not going to quit because that's what happened last time. But I feel like it's not going to be an awakening for me the way Office was. Because when I initially started watching The Office, I didn't find it funny. But somebody said, no, you got to actually watch it. And I did. And I liked it. This time, I'm actually giving it a chance, and it's not really doing it for me. It's like I feel like they're trying their best to be The Office.
Yeah.
And there's like certain elements of it you got to do, like with the whole camera following around, yes. But I feel like they're like trying too hard to be funny and not being funny. So, yeah.
Oh, I ain't watching nothing new. I don't even know what the hell I'm watching. I think I was watching Welcome to Derry earlier. So.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to watch that. My problem is I have a fear of clowns. So.
Oh, that shit's a snoozer to me. Like it really is. That shit's boring as hell to me. But, oh well. I got nothing else. Anything else you want to tell them?
No.
All right.
Nothing else. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. And do what you do so well. Keep your hands out your pants. Hit the like button. And I'll see you when I see y'all, birches.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming out to check out our show. We'll be back again soon with another episode for you to enjoy. On behalf of GQ and the interns, I'm Boulevard. Peace, love, and go birds.